Chapter 3. The Illusion of Control. You can't control what happens. You can only control how you interpret it. That's the truth most people spend their entire lives running from. They fight the wind instead of adjusting their sails. They scream at the storm instead of learning how to stand still in the rain. They want the world to obey their feelings, but the world doesn't care how you feel. Read that again. The world doesn't care how you feel. That's not cruelty. That's reality. And accepting that reality is the beginning of peace. We all crave control. We want certainty, predictability, guarantees. But here's the thing. The tighter you try to hold life, the faster it slips through your fingers. Control is an illusion. And the more you chase it, the more powerless you become. You try to control how people treat you. You try to control outcomes, timing, and opinions. You try to control chaos, but chaos doesn't answer to you. The only real control you'll ever have is over yourself. That's it. Everything else is rented space. You don't need control over life. You need control over yourself. Say it again, because that's the key. Let me tell you what happens when you forget this truth. You wake up in the morning and one thing goes wrong. Someone cuts you off in traffic. You spill coffee. A message doesn't get answered. And suddenly, your peace is gone. You start to spiral. You let one small thing dictate your state of mind. You hand over the steering wheel of your emotions to a stranger. You traded peace for the illusion of control. That's what people do every single day. They try to manipulate the world instead of mastering themselves. They think, if I can make them act differently, I'll finally feel okay. No. You'll never feel okay as long as your peace depends on what others do. That's not peace. That's slavery. Emotional slavery. You have to learn to let go of what's not yours to command. Let go of the urge to fix everyone. Let go of the urge to be understood by everyone. Let go of the need to predict every twist in life's path. You're not supposed to control everything. You're supposed to respond to everything with strength. It's not about control. It's about discipline. Discipline means this. When life shifts, you don't collapse. When things fall apart, you stay centered. When chaos arrives, you breathe. Because you finally understand, life isn't happening to you. It's happening for you to practice control over yourself. You don't need control over life. You need control over yourself. The illusion of control is the root of frustration. Every argument you have, every anxiety attack, every sleepless night, it's because you're trying to control something you never could. You're trying to make people behave. You're trying to make time go faster. You're trying to make pain go away before it's taught you what it came to teach. You can't. You can only master your inner response. That's the only power that's real. You can't control the weather, but you can carry an umbrella. You can't control rejection, but you can control how fast you stand up again. You can't control uncertainty, but you can choose patience over panic. That's the mindset of a strong mind. That's mental toughness. That's quiet discipline. Listen carefully. Control is not the same as power. Control is the illusion of safety. Power is the ability to remain calm when everything around you burns. The calm person isn't weak. They're dangerous because nothing owns them. When you stop reacting to everything, when you stop chasing control, something powerful happens. You start to influence life without forcing it. People trust calm energy. Situations bend toward patience. Discipline attracts order. It's a paradox. When you stop trying to control everything, you start to control the only thing that matters: yourself. And when you control yourself, life responds. So how do you practice it? Step 1. Start observing, not absorbing. When something triggers you, pause. Don't react. Watch. Ask yourself, is this mine to control, or is this just life happening? Most of the time, it's just life happening. Step 2. Release what isn't yours to command. You don't have to win every argument. You don't have to prove your worth. You don't have to micromanage the world to feel secure. Control your breath. Control your tone. Control your focus. That's where freedom begins. Step 3. Train yourself to interpret, not react. Something goes wrong? Don't say, "Why me?" Say, "What is this teaching me?" You always have a choice, and that's the key. You have to understand, the world mirrors your internal state. You see chaos because you feel chaotic. You see hostility because you carry hostility. You see problems because you feed them with your attention. When you calm your inner world, your outer world adjusts. That's not magic. That's discipline. The world doesn't obey your emotions. It reflects them. So, if you want a calmer life, build a calmer mind. If you want peace, stop giving chaos a home inside you. You don't need control over life. You need control over yourself. Every storm is an invitation to strengthen your roots. Every delay is a test of your patience. Every loss is a reminder that control was never yours to begin with. Let go. Not because you don't care, but because you finally understand that your energy is sacred. You can't waste it on things you'll never own. Stop trying to make life easier. Start making yourself stronger. That's emotional maturity. That's mental toughness. That's quiet discipline. You can't control what happens, but you can control who you become because of it. That's the real transformation. That's how you stop chasing life and start leading it. Remember this: you are the observer, not the chaos. You are the still point in the storm. You are the one who remains when everything else falls away. You don't need control over life. You need control over yourself. That's where real power lives. You just learned how to let go of control, not because you're weak, but because you've learned strength the hard way. Now that you understand what true control is, it's time to confront the next battle, the one inside your mind.